All right, Ghostface. I finally got one on the end that's easy to get out of here. Let's get you out of this box. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth, and I'm back with you today for another figure unboxing. Today, I am going to unbox Neca's Retro Cloth Ghostface. Pop him out of this box, get him up in here with this retro cloth party I got going on behind me. Let's get to it. I literally put no thought into that opening whatsoever. What's up, YouTube? As always, I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. All right, so yeah, Ghostface. Never been the biggest Scream fan in the world, believe it or not. I always kind of thought, look at that reflection. That's nice. Picture in picture. Always thought Ghostface was sort of like a bumbling idiot buffoon. So, I mean, I understand the importance of the original Scream movie, and I actually do like the original Scream movie. I barely remember the second or third. I remember the fourth one a little bit because I've watched it more recently than the second or third, and I have not watched the fifth one yet. What's that on? Is that on Paramount now or HBO Max or something? Not even sure, but I know that I have the 4K Steelbook, and I still haven't watched it yet. But I'll get to it eventually. All right, gonna mute the audio now. Plastic noise. Give me a minute. All right, mission accomplished. There he is. Looks like he comes with one of them little voice recorder boxes and his Ghostface kitchen knife. Is that a kitchen knife? Hell no. That's a hunting knife. Let me get him out of here and see what it comes with another hand too. Get him out of here and see what we got. So there he is. The first thing of note that I saw right off the bat was I was curious to see what was underneath of this hood. And underneath of that hood is a hood. So that's pretty interesting. This hood actually has a little bit of wiring in it so that you can, I don't know, form that around his face better, or I don't even know what else you'd call that. Definitely not pose, but it's got wiring around here in the front of the hood, as well as I can feel a little bit of something bunched in the back of that hood. So articulation, head turns, shoulders both turn, elbows bend and rotate. His wrist rotates and does it bend? I don't want to force anything. Wrist, maybe it bends, but yeah, it bends a little bit. But I don't really like forcing things. Ever since the accident that I had with my American Werewolf in London Nightmare Demons. Rotates at the waist, hips. God, he's tight. I just broke that sumbitch. Knees bend. Don't bend them at the knees. I really ain't a big fan of trying to force things on these guys. All right, so his waist also turns. His hips go. As hips do. His knees bend. His ankles do not rotate, but they do bend a little bit. Ghostface ain't got no socks. What? Nice. All right, so one thing I thought was strange was that his hands. He doesn't come with that. Can't even talk tonight. Doing this later than usual. It's like 8 or 8:30, I think. Something like that. I usually do these in the morning. Your boy's having a long day. Give me a break. I've already done one video for another channel today. Here I am doing this one. All right, so the thing that I thought was odd was the hand. The spare hand is the one that actually is made to hold the knife. I guess he's equally famous for his phone or his voice changer than he is his knife. But I thought it was odd that that is not what he comes with on him. Spit it out, John. There's his little voice changer. I would have liked to have seen them add a little bit. Look at the callus on that damn hand. Way too much driving. I would like to have seen them add a little bit of different coloring in here. Maybe even make this machine black or white with black, something, anything. I would have liked that more, but I'm splitting hairs here. Who really cares too much about that? The important thing is the knife, right? And the knife's pretty cool. The knife looks good. I said in one of my other videos before, this looks like Rambo's knife. I said in one of my other videos before, imagine the number of knives the Neca Corporation produces every year for these figures. It's got to be pretty ridiculous. So I'm definitely going to pose him with the knife in his hand, and I'll get that set up in a second. But one thing I forgot to say was the artwork on this is really, really cool. I will definitely pose him standing here in front of this artwork, as I've done with this lineup of retro cloth figures. I got to move some stuff down to get him on the shelf on the other side of Candyman over there. So I will get him set up. We'll take a closer look at him, and then I'll undertake that task. So that's him. That's Neca's Retro Cloth Ghostface figure. All right, so right off the bat, my biggest complaint with him is he seems almost bow-legged, if not, now that's to put it harshly, maybe he's not bow-legged. He's difficult to position to stand. He doesn't have very much rotation in his ankles at all, which makes them just straight up and down, and his ankles go back and forth, but there's no turn in them whatsoever. So standing him up is a problem. You stand him up straight, or what you think is straight, and he just has a tendency to want to fall over, which I can tell you already from my past experience with Retro Cloth Blake from the Fog, that's going to be a problem. He's definitely going to fall off of the shelf and wind up with his head snapped off if I don't find like a little doll stand, which is ultimately what I had to do with Blake. Blake fell from the top shelf like 2 or 3 times, and his head broke off 2 or 3 times, and I finally crazy glued it back on for the 3rd or 4th time and decided to just say to hell with it and got a doll stand, and that's why Blake looks like he now has some sort of a girdle on when he's standing on the shelf. Outside of that, I think he's pretty cool. He looks really nice. Something that I mentioned earlier that I thought was odd with the hands. His right hand is made to hold this knife. His left hand that is currently there now is not the one that is meant to hold that phone. This hand is the one that was definitely meant to hold that phone. The problem is that this is another right hand. So he either has to hold the knife or his voice changer in his right hand, and really is not meant to hold anything in his left hand. It even has it shown on here that his right hand is holding the voice changer and his left hand is holding the knife. But his left hand to hold the knife ain't in this package. So, boo Neca. That's definitely a fail. Outside of that, he's a pretty alright figure. I dig him. He's pretty cool. There is an Ultimate figure. I also do have that. So hopefully I won't have the same issue with the Ultimate figures, because the Ultimate figures usually come with multiple hands and not just 2 of the same hand, which kind of almost serves no purpose. All right. So honestly, I do like him, but he definitely does have his issues. All right, I'm getting at it. More issues than any of the other NECA figures that I've unboxed to date, with the exception of the American Werewolf in London figure that I mentioned earlier, whose leg broke in half when I tried to bend his leg. Whatever, I'm getting out of here. Leave me some comments down below and let me know if you guys had the same issues with your Retro Cloth Ghostface that I've had. All right, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you've been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a kick-ass day. Thank you for watching. You ready to go join your buddies on that shelf or what? Later, folks.